How's it going there today, everybody? This is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. So if you've been enjoying all the content I've been putting out, I recommend subscribing to the channel. By subscribing, you'll be notified every single time I put out a new video. I've been releasing 3 videos a week, straight throwing, tutorials. So today I wanted to talk about throwing an Anhyzer. Have you been having problems keeping the disc on an Anhyzer when you release the disc on your throw? You run up, throw the Anhyzer, but it comes out really flat and then just kind of fades off, on a hyzer finish. You're not getting an Anhyzer flight out of it. And it pretty much happens right on the release of the disc. Right when the disc comes out of your hands, it's too flat, and just doesn't hold the turn. So something that I've been messing around with, you might want to give a try. So when you're throwing a regular, backhand throw, you throw a backhand, the wrist needs to be down. Your wrist needs to be down on all backhand throws. That way, when the disc is released, the nose is down and you get the proper flight pattern out of the disc. So when you're throwing your Anhyzers, I find that it works better throwing an Anhyzer without pushing your wrist down. Throw the Anhyzer with a neutral wrist. Just keep your wrist neutral. Don't push it down and don't let it come up, not up, don't push it down. Just a neutral grip on the wrist. And what it does, when you're throwing an Anhyzer, you need the disc to come out like this, high on the outside edge, just like that. That's an Anhyzer, because the disc continually turns to the right on the entire flight. So when you're throwing the disc, you need it to come out high on this outside. Because of the angle of the wrist on the release of the Anhyzer, with a neutral wrist, the disc will come out with the nose down just because of the angle of the throw. So you can see, like, if I'm here and I'm going to throw backhand shot, I have to release it with, the wrist down to get a flat throw. So if I push my wrist down and then lean back to throw an Anhyzer here. So you can see, even though I'm leaning backwards, my arm is, up on an angle for an Anhyzer, but because my wrist is pushing down, look at the disc. The disc is not on the same plane as my arm. You can see how my arm is on this plane, and then the disc is, straightening off this way. And that's because my wrist is down. For the same way, I would throw a backhand. See, backhand throw, wrist down, disc comes out with the nose down. But if you try to throw your Anhyzer with a wrist down, it's like I said, you can see how it's taking the disc and flattening it out on top. You can see the disc should follow my arm. So with a neutral grip, just have your wrist neutral, straight, not up, not down, just neutral. Now, if you see, the disc is now on plane with my arm. So you can see that the angle of my arm and the disc are the same. So now when I throw the disc, I'm going to come in and throw. I'm going to lean back a little bit. I'm going to throw the disc here, but it's on the same plane as my arm. You can see her straight out. And because you're throwing it on an angle, when the disc comes out of your hand, the nose will be down just because of the way you're throwing the disc. So if you're having problems throwing the disc on an Anhyzer and it's coming out and rolling over flat on you and you're losing it, to the left, you got to throw that thing with a neutral wrist, not up, not down, just neutral. And when you throw, it should be on the same plane as your arm. You can see right there. And then just throw it leaning back a little bit, right here. You throw it the same here, right there is the throw. And you'll notice that because the disc is now on plane with the arm, it's going to come out high on this outside, and it's just going to turn the whole entire flight now for you. It's not going to come out of it because your wrist is down, and you can see it pushes the plate flat. So you got two different angles going on. You got, wrist is down, plate is down, and my arm's on an angle. So it's angle and flat. So neutral wrist, get the disc on the same plane as your arm, and then just, put it on edge. So I think that'll help cure, the disc popping out on you and, just kind of fading off to the left. So anyways, this is Michael from Maui. Aloha.